Hi everyone. I'm here to share a story I never thought would be my own. A story about betrayal, strength, and moving on. Last month, I accidentally discovered my husband was using work trips as a cover to cheat on me with a married coworker across the country. It was a simple Amazon receipt that gave him away, something he accidentally sent to me, showing a delivery to her address. After that, I couldn't ignore my gut feeling. I checked his search history, his emails, and there it was. Plans for a romantic getaway, gifts, even a trip to Vegas. He was lying and I felt shattered, but I kept my cool. With a calm, simmering rage, I decided to collect all the proof. I spent the next month gathering emails, receipts, anything that could help me face him. I even wrote him a letter, detailing everything I knew and taped it inside his suitcase. The day he left for his next work trip, I had it all planned. I was going to send a group message to him and his mistress, telling them to enjoy their trip because, by the way, I wanted a divorce. I made sure his mistress got her own copy of the letter too, so she knew I was fully aware of everything. When his plane landed, I sent the message. But something strange happened. My messages were going through as green. He had blocked me. The man couldn't even face the consequences of his own choices. I was furious, but determined. So I called the hotel directly and finally got him on the phone. Hearing his voice was surreal. He was so cold, so indifferent. He didn't show any remorse, no sadness. He was just ready to let it all end, like I was just an old chapter he'd finished. I was devastated, but at the same time, I knew this was my cue to move on. With support from friends and family, I started clearing out his things, packing everything he owned in the garage. The house felt emptier without his things, but also somehow lighter. When he returned a few days later, he showed no regret, no real emotion at all. The only thing he cared about was sorting out arrangements for the kids. It hurt deeply, but I realized right then that this was not the man I wanted or needed. We arranged for mediation to make things official, and I had to stay strong through the process. As much as he tried to dodge reality, I held him accountable at every turn. Through mediation, I began to see the cracks in our relationship that I had ignored for years. While I was sacrificing to make things work, he was just avoiding responsibility. He preferred attention, affection, anything that kept him from having to face problems. He even tried to blame me, as if this was somehow my fault. But I see it now. I wasn't the problem. He was. Eventually, he packed up and left. My kids saw him go, and although they were sad, they've been strong. Now I'm rebuilding my life and focusing on them. This experience has taught me to trust my instincts, to know my worth, and to draw boundaries. I won't lose myself again for someone who can't even appreciate it. To everyone going through something similar, know when to let go and trust that you deserve better. I'm moving forward and I'm ready to live my life on my terms.